Hello, hello, no excuses, ladies. Welcome to the No Excuses, ladies. I am Eva Eckert and I host. So, what is the No Excuses, ladies all about? No Excuses, ladies weekly show is for all of you out there, ladies, who have been struggling with making way too many excuses in your life and find themselves being unhappy and unsuccessful in life. This weekly show will teach you how to apply the no excuses mindset in all areas of your life with the foundation of your health and wellness so you can succeed in life, move the needle forward with the necessary tools provided. No Excuses Tribe is welcoming all of you ladies out there. And for those of you who would like to become a badass, because I believe all of us have it, I am here to help you, to guide you, to support you, and lead you to your full potential. I will teach you the power of self-belief, self-motivation, discipline, and mastermind alliance so you can stop making excuses and create the life you truly deserve and desire by being the best version of you. So today, episode number 23 weeks, a little bit more with these episodes. So today, first of all, I always start saying to you, all of you who are there, thank you. Thank you for your time. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for being with me. Thank you for liking the page, subscribing to the YouTube channel, making your comments, and really participating. And I always start with the recap from the previous week. So what we were discussing last week, I had a host here, a guest, Debbie Grosser, who wrote a book, Never Take for Granted, and that's what we've been discussing. She was a guest on the show. But for this week, today, we're going to be discussing taking ownership. I think a very important part in your life, taking ownership, being responsible. So grab a pen and paper and let's write down the things that will, first of all, spark something in you, some kind of intuition, some kind of a motive to do something. And also take notes, maybe something that I'm telling you today. Thank you, Eliana is watching. Something that will spark in you, and you're gonna just maybe write something for yourself. So again, I am going, actually today is the first live on my YouTube channel. Today is the first live. So if you know the link to click on, just click on the link as it was submitted today earlier, and just join my YouTube channel as well. Why not? So ladies, ownership. I have to tell you, to really create a life we dream and become the person we are capable of being is not just, I think, having more, is being more, is feeling more, is experiencing more. And first of all, staying truly to yourself, like being for who you are, being who you are, and fully embracing the life and feeling joyful and happy, right? That's what it's all about. But I know that a lot of us struggling with this, and that's why I thought, let's talk about this today. So have you ever had a moment in life, or maybe you are in right now in this moment, or maybe you experienced not even one, but many moments like this when you felt that it's just something is not right, something is not good, something is not feeling congruent with your mission, with where you are and what you want to be. It's like feeling almost not in your own skin and feeling super unhappy about it. So I've had situations like this. Some of them were more impactful, some other were less. But this particular thing that I'm going to share with you today was so poignant, so painful, so in such a way uncomfortable for me that I thought I will share this with you, because maybe this episode in my life, this what happens to me, move something in you, and you're gonna take the necessary steps of action today, because that's what it's all about, guys. At the end of the day, it's just taking action, not being perfect, not having all figured out. The figure out part will come as you go. Right now is just what we have. Today is the day we need to take action. So you know, we all had those many times, those situations like this right now, and that's when you're gonna either stay in the situation or make a decision and change something in your life, and that's what it's all about: creating the change, the good change, right? So I wanted to share with you because this significant thing that I experienced, it led us where we are today. I am a coach. I've trained over 20,000 people. Peak Physique was a seven-figure business, amazing business with two locations, and we had incredible time. And I just want to say to some of you who are watching this, because some of you were a part of Peak, so thank you to you because you built this community, right? But let me go back a little bit. So what exactly happened? Well, back in the day, I would say it's been over probably 10 years. So it's quite a bit of time. I still feel it like today when I go back to this moment. But well, I was training in all these different areas of New York and New Jersey. We didn't have the gym yet. So let's be clear. Peak Physique exists, but it's Peak Physique personal training. It's not Peak Physique facility. There is no physical location. I'm training clients, but I'm also training in different facilities, but I'm not coaching in a way like we used to coach at Peak. Like there is a coach and training the class. I am just a fitness trainer that does about 10 hours of physical activities. And this is, I would say, lasts for a long time. And you think, oh, wow, this is awesome. Probably she got in a great shape. It kept her going. Yes, but there are pros and cons to it. And the cons was that I overtrained myself to the point that I really couldn't train anymore. So it was actually hurting me because 10 hours a day, that's very difficult to perform when you're actually doing some kind of a cardio or strength training nonstop. 10 hours a day, that's way too much. So I figured, you know what? It was like a moment. You know what? I am just going to step away from this for a little bit. I am just going to give myself a chance to do something else. And what I did, I applied for a job. I'm not going to be calling names of these places because, first of all, someone can be working there and can be super happy with the situation and congruent with what they're doing. So each of us are different. Let's make a note of this. So I grabbed that job. It was big, really commercial job, a huge, very famous place. And I was just working there, right? So I would say it was something that was not totally congruent with my mission because I was a coach and here I am working at the counter selling some really, I would say, facial supplements, things that nature, very beautiful company, I would say, well known. And I thought that this is going to be something really amazing for me. I thought that this will give me something because remember, my decision on feeling a certain way. So I grabbed this job. And I know that a lot of you might jump from thing to thing, sometimes from job to job, and not really truly understand what you really want. Even though I already knew it, but because it was hurting me physically, I figured I'm gonna do something else. So I grabbed that job and obviously new job, exciting, feeling great. And as the time goes by, I started feeling a tension. I started feeling literally in my chest. I started feeling, first of all, there were very overwhelming hours. I'm talking about crazy schedule. And I felt like I was doing everything what I could have done for this position, putting myself in the right shoes, trying to do everything. But there was something else. And what I'm telling you is right now, it was about really putting my attention to hours and hours of doing this instead of hours and hours of doing something else like coaching. So I was putting my attention to this. In the meantime, I was still coaching client. In the meantime, I was still getting up at 5 a.m., going and babysitting. Look how many jobs. Some of you don't even know that I've done this because you know me just as a coach. again, being very transparent and very honest about my life, doing a babysitting job, going to work, coming home so crazy late, trying to fit my own schedule, trying to work out, trying to coach the clients. And it's overwhelming me. It started taking me to the point that I felt like I have not having any life, that it's taking over. But there were things that really made my decision. First of all, I realized that I was not loving it. I like it, the position, but I was not loving it. It wasn't the same feeling when I was coaching the session, feeling exciting, going the extra mile. I was always out there, always doing it because I loved it. Here, I was more like escaping, trying to hide, trying not to do the things that I should. And this was not something that I was congruent with. This wasn't me. So for all of you who are out there and having a hard time doing something like this, maybe you need to pause for a moment and say, you know what? I've been doing this. I've been not putting myself 100% to the situation. I've been not being myself. I have not been, going that extra mile, because that's what it is. When your heart and your soul belongs to something, you're going to do everything what you can to be there and to do it. Your bones, your whole spirit will take over. And that's what it's all about. And that's what I'm talking about. So I was not feeling like this. Plus, the environment of the place is starting to getting into me. So let me just give you an idea. Just to go on a break, it would take you about 10 minutes to get to the destination of the break room, right? Otherwise, in a dark room with literally like the metal cabinets, there were one by one, there were hundreds of them. And some women would be just sitting there and eating the lunch. This whole thing was so depressing on me that it's starting taking toll on me. Each time I would come there, I would go there, I would start feeling a heavy heart. I would start, instead of like getting up in the morning and going and feeling excited like I used to feel, I was like really feeling depressed. And I'm not a person that ever really experienced anything like this. And that was so new to me. That was incredibly hard, that I felt like I'm walking with another backpack of me sitting on my shoulder, literally heavy, not feeling like I'm breathing, not feeling like I am excited about life. It was always the chip of my shoulder that was there and saying, you know what? This is not the right thing for you. This is you're not gonna stay here. You're not gonna be performing as you're supposed to perform. You're not gonna be the one who you're supposed to be and how you should show up to the world. So I am telling you, the environment that I got myself in, and the question that I started having was like, how is that I am the person that I cannot take it. I'm not liking it. And I looked around and the people were just taking it. Talk to some of them and they would say, well, it is what it is. You can walk a few minutes and get to the break room, but the break room was not that much better and wasn't nothing that would make you feel better on that break from your work. But this dark room with all these closets without a light and squeezing one next to the other, and people sitting on like here and there, some single chairs, that was not a place to be, period. And honestly, if I would ever been in a place like this, I would have been the owner. I would definitely invest and change things, because we should bring joy to people and great places for them to work, right? But it wasn't me, so I couldn't take it. So one day I remember was talking to my mom on the phone and my family in Poland, and I said to them, I've been writing it down, putting it down, and I've realized I cannot take this anymore. I have to take action. I have to switch something, not do this anymore. And I remember like today, when I said this, it was like a new life opened up in front of me. And I explained to myself that and we were brainstorming with Steve at the time, that this is something when that at that time we created really a new way of peak physique, because we realized there is no way someone can train for 10 to 12 hours being non-stop when you perform 60 minutes of a workout. You need to coach a person. You need to look at them. You need to direct them. You need to help them. But it's not about you, it's about them. So that's when the whole idea came to place. And when we opened later Peak Physique, that was the whole coaching idea. And there were no other places in our that time. Remember that. We were the first one that we started the whole trend of boot camp. So that was such a breakthrough for me. But I have to tell you, going with love and what you do, and that's what I'm going to give you the breakthrough today with all these points. So write them down, because what is really taking ownership and having the no excuses mindset is being responsible for your own action, right? Being responsible and really staying congruent with who you are, what you love, pushing yourself, because I believe that every single person, every single one of you have ability and create things based on you, whatever you have beautiful in you, you have the power to create something special, right? So when you take the no excuses mindset, you're gonna honor the journey. First of all, you're gonna understand that starts from one person, one client, one thing at a time. And then this will take time. And I am a proven example of this, because let me tell you, when we started Big Physique, I had 0 clients in a physical location. And I had a one client that would come 3 times a week or twice a week. I don't remember exactly. And then this thing, by our consistency, work, our heart, and our devotion to it, change the one person into hundreds and hundreds of people, thousands and thousands of people, 7-figure business, and an amazing journey. Not only for us, for our Big Freak family, for me, Steve, and now the kids, but for people that who we have to change life for, right? Oh, Erica, thank you. And Eliana was there, thank you. But what I'm telling you and asking you today, take the ownership and go for the points that I'm gonna give you, because be responsible and take ownership, and the entire course of life will change for you. And I guarantee you this. We all want more, but remember, living more, feeling that this is you putting your heart into it. And what is the system? Like, I really thought about this through, and I want you to write this down. The aim, the ambition, and then desire that you have for doing things and for being who you want to be, for creating something, for living with a passion, for living with joy and happiness, for living like this is not a work. Somebody said a hobby is not a good way to describe it. I don't know what you want to call it. Maybe you want to call it a hobby, but sometimes if somebody has a hobby that takes over their life, that's a beautiful thing, guys. Because hobby, you spend, this is something that you love to do. And let's put it this way, your job should be your hobby. Things that you do in life should be your hobby. Write it down. Post in the comments. What is that you love to do? What is that doesn't really take a time that you're going to be checking on your phone? I have a cool little clock here that you're going to be seeing, okay, when this is over. No, that's a struggle. That's a struggle. When you go to work 9 to 5 or doing some other things and you cannot wait to leave, so that was me back in the day. That was me. But taking an ownership and doing the so evaluate the situation with the aim, ambition, and desire. Number 2, create attention. Like, what are you attentive to? Where is your attention going? Are you really putting the attention to the right things or to the wrong things? Are you spending the time on things that don't matter to you and you're spending your life on? Sometimes it's just hurting me when I see people doing things that they should never, not supposed to be doing. that they have such a talent and the talent is wasted. Number three, give a pure love of what you do. That's really part of your responsibility. Your responsibility is give love to everything around you, and then you will receive love. You give love, guys. There was never something that has been achieved in this life without love. I have to tell you, Edison created the whole lamps around us right now. All the electricity was from a pure love and pure devotion. Like, think about it. All these bridges, I always say this, and planes, another thing that wasn't just created out of just someone liking it, that we're obsessed. And that's one of our points here too. So pure love, it's going extra mile, going beyond something, going, and it comes out from you like a living creature out of you. Really, that's what it is. Number four, you must be obsessed or you're gonna be average. And I was average, and I don't want to be average because I believe that everybody can show up with an obsessed and devoted meaning to their life. Number five, environment. Check your environment. Sometimes the environment, surroundings, might not giving you that good vibe. That wasn't a good vibe. I'm telling you, that was not a good vibe. Did not like it. And your body, your soul, your heart, your brain will tell you this. Not only that, the people. Are the people supporting you, or are the people neglecting you? They're fighting with you. They go against you. They do not support you. Check it. Check. What is the environment like? Because you must be connected to the environment. Number six is belief and faith. You have to believe that you will figure it out, but with the belief comes the faith. So I have the faith. I have already. I have the belief. It's just I lost it for a while. Number seven is very important, and I know this already because it's taking action. I quit. I quit, and I wanted to do it. So taking action, being responsible, taking ownership, changing if you need to change. So you finally find your path and stay congruent with who you are and what you want to do. And really taking action. Do you think it's taking a big risk? What do you think? Of course it is. Have you ever taken a risk and changing something like this? If you have never taken a risk in life and you're playing safe, now it's the time. So today I want to challenge you to all these 7 steps. All these 7 steps. Challenge yourself and see, is there anything I can change in my life? Is there anything I can improve? If you do everything 100% here and there is no change, you're still feeling the way you're feeling, I think it's time to drastically take action. And you know it. So ladies and gentlemen, whoever is going to be watching me, please make the comments, share this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I am live today on the YouTube channel right here. I'm going to post this later on in this video because you will be able to see it. And of course, I want to hear from you because I show up here for you every week so you can do your homework. And I'm telling you, this is a gold mine. What we discuss here, what I give you here, it's a gold mine. It changed my life and it can change yours, but we really need to do a reflection, and that's something that we can talk about, developing the skills that will lead you to the next level, and one of them would be reflection. But we're gonna leave this for the next time. I just want to say thank you for participating. Thank you for being with me here every single week. You are amazing. Remember, you are amazing. So go and desire the life that you want to desire. Develop something that you want to develop and have the no excuses mindset for life. I will talk to you later, guys. Have a no excuses day. Have a no excuses Wednesday. Talk to you soon. Bye.